The SteelSeries Arctis Pro Wireless. Is this the best gaming headset that you can buy? Today we're going to talk about this SteelSeries Arctis Pro Wireless, but first I want to tell you about our sponsor for today, the Painfully Honest Tech merchandise store. Link down below, cool stuff that you can buy, supports the channel, as well as new levels in the Painfully Honest Tech channel memberships, also linked down in the description below. If you want to see Painfully Honest Tech videos before they're released to anyone else, then maybe you want to think about becoming a member. I'm just saying. I don't know why I've waited so long to review the Arctis Pro Wireless. The folks at SteelSeries sent it to me at least a year ago, and I've been using it as my main headset since that time. In that time, I've tried the new Astro A40s and the new A50s and a few other gaming headsets along the way, but I've always come back to the Arctis Pro Wireless. So why didn't I review it? Maybe it's because I didn't really have anything to complain about. Usually I review things when they make me mad and I complain, and this has not really given me much to complain about whatsoever. It's quite simply the best gaming headset you can buy right now, and it has been probably since its release. Before I get too deep into the review, I should probably go over some of what makes the Pro Wireless the great headset that it is, and the list is actually pretty long. It includes a lot of stuff that you can't get in most other gaming headsets. The Pro Wireless connects to a base station you plug into your PS4 or PC. There are a few things that are special about that base station. It has a small OLED screen that shows you volume by default, but you can also control chat mix, set EQ, all kinds of different presets, or do your own custom EQs. The base station is also where you get all the rest of the settings, including control of the side tone. That's the amount of your microphone that comes back into your headset for you to hear, which is an incredibly important feature to me. I won't use a headset that doesn't have side tone. The base station also houses the extra battery for the Pro Wireless headset. Yes, that's what I said, extra battery. Whereas most wireless headphones have a sealed-in battery, the Pro Wireless has swappable batteries. This is important for two big old reasons. One, you never have to connect the headset to a cable and then sit right in front of your TV if you're using a gaming console in your living room so that you can charge your headset. You just grab the other battery and stick it in, and then you're ready to go back on the easy chair. It's just like that. And two, your headset will never become a paperweight in the years to follow because the sealed-in battery has finally stopped keeping any kind of charge whatsoever. You can always replace the batteries, and since you have two, they'll last longer, and if you need more, you can buy more. The base station doesn't have as many buttons and dials as some of the competition does on their base stations. It's pretty nondescript black box. It just sits on your desk or near your console in your entertainment center. Doesn't draw very much attention to itself. I personally prefer that over a more gamer-like look. It's got one knob, it's got one button, and a screen, and all the needed connections on the back. Draws its power from a USB connection that also carries audio while you're using it with a PC. For the PS4, you need to connect an optical cable to the base station in the back of your PS4 to be able to get sound into that device. Unfortunately for you Xbox people, it doesn't work. Honestly, once I got my settings dialed in, the only time I touch the base station is when I need to go get another battery. The rest of the time, it just blends into my entertainment center. I forget that it's even there. It's just really a very elegant solution to having something like a wireless base station in your living room. So, the base station is the brains of the operation, and it's pretty impressive, but what really matters is the headphones themselves. In short, they sound better than any other gaming headset I have ever tried. I've basically tried them all, and this one is the best. There are reasons why they sound better. First, they're incredibly well constructed. They have 40mm drivers inside that are capable of reproducing 10 hertz to 40,000 kilohertz. Now those numbers may sound sort of arbitrary, but they are not. They are important for a bunch of reasons, but typically this one. Typically a headphone will reproduce something like 20 to 20,000, which is fine, but 10 to 40,000 puts the Pro Wireless close to the qualifications for high-res audio certification. The wired version of the headset does in fact have that certification. The only reason the wireless doesn't have that certification is it only reproduces up to 48 kilohertz, and high-res certification requires the headset be able to go up to 96 kilohertz. Trust me, you would be hard-pressed to really hear the difference between the two. All I can say is that it does sound really, really nice. The overall result is a headset that sounds fuller, it's tighter than any other that I've used. The high end is crisp, but not shrill like some companies and their headsets. Turtle Beach, I'm looking at you. And the lows are well defined, but they're not boomy or sloppy. I mean, Astro, sometimes, I'm just saying. The only time I've gotten audio quality comparable to what I'm getting with the Pro Wireless is when I've used high quality consumer audiophile headphones with a high quality DAC. So that should tell you something. By comparison, the Astro A40s and A50s both sounded dull and muffled when I tested them compared to the Pro Wireless. Both still sounded very good. Prior to using the Pro Wireless, the Astros would have been my pick for the best wired and wireless headphones that you could get. But now that I've done the Pro Wireless, I'm spoiled forever. SteelSeries has won. It's due in part to how the headset actually communicates with the base station. SteelSeries claims lossless audio quality with their 2.4G wireless connection, and to my ears, I mean, I have to agree, especially compared to the other competition. As I said before, I haven't used a headset that was capable of that kind of detail or fidelity like the SteelSeries offer. In addition to the 2.4 gigahertz wireless connection, the Pro Wireless can also be connected by Bluetooth at the same time to your phone or another Bluetooth-enabled device so that you can take phone calls while you're gaming, or you can listen to music while you're gaming from your phone. I mean, you could do a walkthrough gaming thing where you're watching on your phone and then doing it on the game. Anything that you want. Anything. Not too many headsets offer this Bluetooth feature these days, and it is a nice bonus to have. The Pro Wireless is also probably the most comfortable headset I have ever used. Well, all the SteelSeries headsets are, because they all use this same system of like an airweave fabric on the ear pads and a ski goggle like elastic band on the top for the headband. I have a big head. I don't know if you can imagine that. So mine is all the way out here, but if you have a smaller head, there's plenty of adjustment available if you need that. Just like, look at that. See? The controls on the ear cups themselves are what you need on the ear cups, not really that much more. I've found that the volume wheel can sometimes get moved around when I'm sitting in my comfy chair playing a game, which is annoying, but most of the time it's fine. There's also a mute button back there that's really big, and it has a textured surface to it so you can always know when you're touching it, and it just like presses on and off. And that is very nice when you have to use the mute button for any number of things that could happen while you're in a gaming session. One of the ear cup backs is where the removable batteries are, so you can swap those out. And that ear cup also has the power for the wireless connection as well as the Bluetooth connection buttons. And like I say, you can do both at the same time. It's pretty simple. It's pretty effective. The mic quality is also pretty good. Here's a comparison of the Pro Wireless mic with the mic from a Sennheiser HD37X through a Mayflower Audio DAC that's made for gaming. You can decide for yourself which is better. You can decide for yourself if the Pro Wireless is standing up to something that is much more purpose-built for that kind of thing. Okay, so this is the Arctis Wireless Pro, the Arctis Pro Wireless microphone test. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3, sibilance, 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 sibilance. Okay, so this is the Sennheiser HD37X from Massdrop going into the Mayflower Arc Mark II DAC that is both for the audio and the microphone. So this is what this sounds like. The big question about the Arctis Pro Wireless is whether or not it's worth the $330 price tag. You can find them on sale sometimes, but barring that miracle of finding them on sales, that is a really hefty price tag. I'm pretty sure that makes them the most expensive wireless gaming headset on the market, or at least the one that I've seen, and I've seen a lot of headsets. That's more than some consoles cost these days. You can get a PlayStation 4 for like $200-300. You can build a halfway decent gaming PC for that kind of money. I guess whether or not it's worth it is in the wallet of the beholder. It is the best sounding headset I've ever used, and I would happily spend the money on it if you're in the position to afford that price tag, or if you've got a piggy bank that's just filled to the brim waiting to be broken open. You could definitely spend that cash on worse pieces of gear for your gaming experience. I usually don't give ratings when I review things, but somehow I feel like it's warranted here. I give the Arctis Pro Wireless a 4.5 out of 5. And I only took off the half star because the volume knob, and where it's placed and that's the only thing. And it's such a small thing, it's almost not worth mentioning. Other than that, this is pretty much your dream gaming headset. So let me know down in the comments if you have used this, if you're going to go out and get one, if it's too expensive for you. Let's have a discussion about headsets that you like or don't like, that kind of thing. It's really fun to be back doing a gaming headset review one more time. Again, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. If this was your first time and you want to come back, you can like, subscribe, bell, notify yourself. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back again. I really do appreciate all of your repeated views. Yeah. One more time, my name's Jason, sometimes known as the JTL. This is Painfully Honest Tech! Tech so honest it hurts! Until the next time, I'm out.